gonna start this party off. Okay, we made it to Thursday. It's true. We're gonna get seated and take a couple big cleansing breaths. And again. Take one hand to the opposite knee and rotate. So we're setting that intention. What is this time for? What is this about? We are getting better at operating our vehicles. That's what's up. And so in order to do that, we're going to be really present in our bodies. Feel what we feel. Adjust when there's pain or strain. Scale up, scale back as it makes sense for us to do before. And switch. So some stuff's going to be super easy. You'll be able to do a lot of reps and you'll be able to add to it. Other times, it'll make sense to take a break. So this is me telling you that that's part of the process. Take breaks when you need to. Come on back into the center. Switch which leg is in front. And again, a couple deep breaths. And again. Walking the hands as far forward as you can get. So one more time, just rededicating to the idea that this is about quality over quantity. Everybody's just doing their own workout, not stressing about perfection, just focusing on doing the best we can. One more breath here. All right, we're gonna roll it up to sitting and then pop it all the way up to standing. I'm gonna start right away with that. So my director of photography will adjust this for me because that's how this works. All right. We're going to come up to standing here, and we're going to start with the chest lifted, and that string from the top of your head up to the sky that keeps your upper body upright. And then there's that weight from your tailbone down to the ground that's going to keep you elevated like this. We're not rocking and swaying in the upper body. We're going to take one leg, curtsy lunge back behind, and bring it on back up to the center. Same thing other side. The leg's going to come back behind, and the weight goes back into that back leg. So that back knee comes down, hips come down, again, spring from the top of the head. Come on back up to the center. And we can stop with our heels together, toes apart. Curtsy lunge behind. Bring it on back up to the center. Weight shifts to that back leg. And then we come on back. You're going at your pace, as we are not yet a dance group. String from the top of the head, keeping the upper body upright. Weight from the tailbone so that we are keeping the upper body nice and strong and stable. We're going to do just a couple more like this. One more to each side. And then we're going to take it over this side and stick to this side. So curtsy lunge and center. Curtsy lunge and center. Twist and the leg goes back, making sure that we're not going forward into this front knee. Instead, we're going back into the back leg. String from the top of the head up to the sky. Upper body is upright. Couple more on this side. And then we're going to hold it here. So I'm holding it here, chest is lifted, and we're going to pulse. Dropping low into that back leg. So we're not going forward into the front leg. We're not going forward and back. We're going up and down, trying to keep it as vertical as possible. So that's going to mean this hip sinking down, this back leg, that knee comes towards the ground. 3, 2, sink it down and hold. So we're nice and low. The weight is in that back leg. Try one more deep breath down here. Step it on up. Big cleansing breath. And again. Good news. You know. Okay. Curtsy lunge behind. Then we're going to come back into the center. Back to alternating. So just starting out where we did before. Heels come together. And then curtsy lunge. Heels together, toes apart. Curtsy lunge. Again, string from the top of the head. Weights on the tailbone. Upper body stays elevated. Going at your pace. Shifting that weight from side to side. We're going to do just a couple more to each side. How are your arms doing? If they get tired, you could rest them, but I try to keep them out as long as I can. We're going to come over here and stay on this side. Center and back behind. Center and back behind. Woo. Upper body is upright, strong, powerful. Just a few more. 2 more. One more time, we're coming on over here. And then we're gonna get situated and pulse. So that back knee is coming down towards the ground, upper body is elevated. Yeah. Weight goes down to the back leg. We're not going forward into the front knee. We're not going back and forth at all. We're going up and down. Thinking very vertical right now. 3, 2, lower down and hold. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath here. Come on back up to the center. Big cleansing breath. And again. We're going to go back to going side to side, and we're going to add another element to it if you want to and are ready for such a thing. So again, chest is lifted. You're going to take that curtsy lunge behind, and the back leg is going to come up, extend, back in, and down. Feet together, so heels together, toes apart. Other side, curtsy lunge. We're going to come up, bring that leg up, extend, retract, lower back down, heels together. Curtsy lunge. Come on up. Knee, extend, in, and down. All of those parts matter. Woo. And we are going to focus on staying as stable as possible. It's not necessarily what I did that last one. And as always, we're going to listen to the hips. So if my hips are popping when I do that extension, I got to change the angle. You know the drill. Out and in and down and down and up and out and in and down. So far, so good. Do 2 more to each side. One more to each side. And relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big cleansing breath. And again. We're going to do one more thing standing before we move it on down to the mat. So we're going to start with a little bit of a skandasana action. So feet are about shoulder width apart, we're going to push the butt back and flatten out the back. So from the side, again, I'm trying to go for a flat back. So I'm going to take this, round this out, and just use my core to get that back flat. If I do it sustainably, this won't hurt my lower back. And again, my knees are bent, butt is back. So I'm hanging out here. That's my first task. And then I'm going to take one leg, step it out, shift the weight over that leg. Shift the weight over the other leg. Shift the weight. Shift the weight. Still keeping that back flat. And your arms can just flow with you. If you want to trace them along the ground, that's fun. So your butt is shifting. So my butt is over this leg. My butt is over this leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll bring those feet together. Lift it up to a tiptoes. Lower back down to my heels. Lift it up to my tiptoes. Lower it on back to my heels. A couple more. One more time. Now we're going to add a ski jump to it. So this time, I'm going to bend my knees and butt goes back. I'm going to keep my upper body upright. So I'm not bowing forward. I'm going to go down, keeping my upper body upright, and then lift up into those tiptoes. In one gesture, I'm going to come down, and then lift up to those tiptoes. 2 more. Listen to your hips. If your knees pop on this one, as long as it doesn't hurt, that's fine. It just means you're old enough to vote. And relax. So we're going to separate hips width apart to start out with skandasana, and then we're going to add in that ski jump. Butt goes back. Flatten out the back. So remembering that this is my core's job. I'm going to take all that roundness out. I'm nice and flat here. Extend one leg straight. Shift the weights. This leg, draw it in. Bring it up to the tiptoes. Lower it on back down. Extend. Shift. Drag that foot in. Lift it up to the tiptoes. Come on back down. Let's get back a little. This is webcam's exciting. So we're down here. Shift. Drag it in. Lift to the tiptoes. Back. Sitting back on your chair. Back is flat. Bring it on up to the sky. Sit back on your invisible chair. Across. Drag in. Lift up. Lower down. Cross. Drag in. Lift up. Lower down. 2 more to each side. Shift. Drag it in. Ski jump. Lower down. 1 more to each side. And last time. Big cleansing breath. And 1 more time. Great. We're going to come to our mats. The first thing we're going to be doing on the mats, actually standing. So, I'm just going to stoosh my little situation. So we're down here at one end of the mat. Reach up to the sky. Head comes down, shoulders come down, unzip. Drop the tailbone, stack the vertebrae. Beautiful. 1 more time. Just resetting ourselves. And stacking the vertebrae, roll back up. I'm going to take my right leg, step it forward. Both of my heels are planted down into the ground. My right leg is forward. I'm going to bring my right arm up to the sky. Again, my heels are down, and I'm going to flatten out my back. So right now I have my back as flat as I can get it. My legs are as straight as I can keep them. Bring the other arm up. Heart is dropped, and I'm using my core to stay nice and strong here. Take another deep breath. So my right leg's in front, my both arms are straight, and then I'm going to rotate to stack the left elbow above the right. And hold this. Take a deep breath here. Rotate back. Flat back. Now I'm going to take my left hand down towards my right foot, right around to the sky. Take a deep breath. Bring it on back. We're going to go through that cycle again. Coming up to the sky. One arm, turning out with one arm up. Flatten it out. The other arm comes up. Deep breath. Rotate open. Rotate back. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up. Bring it on back up to the sky. One arm up, lower down, flat back. Other arm comes up. Rotate, stack the shoulders. Rotate back. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up. Bring it on back up to the sky. Woo! 2 legs. Yeah, buddy. So we're down at one end. Let's start with a couple standing rolls again just to reset. Head comes down, shoulders come down, unzipping the zipper down your back. 1 more time. Unzipping, and then stacking the vertebrae back up. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It is a little bit of a hamstring stretch. We're going to step that left foot forward. All of our toes are headed the same direction. Left arm comes up to the sky. Flatten out that back. So the legs are straight, the heels are down. I'm going to take the roundness out of my spine. Bring the right arm up. Take a nice deep breath here. And then I'm going to rotate to stack the shoulders right above the left. Take a deep breath here. Legs are straight, weights in the heels. Rotate back to our flat back. Right hand comes down towards the left foot, left arm comes up to the sky. Yeah, that's a stretch. That's what that is. And I got a cat now. Take a deep breath. Hello here. And then we're going to bring it on back up. All right, we're going to go through that a little bit faster. So the left arm is up. Flatten out that back. Legs are straight. Right arm comes up. We have that nice flat back. So we're going to keep that weight in the heels. Rotate over. I went the wrong way. I was like, wait, no, I went the right way. Wait, did I? No. I don't remember. Woo! Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. You're doing great. We're all doing great. And then we're going to come on back up to standing. Let's do it 2 more times. This time I'll try to do it correctly. Flat back. Right arm comes up. Rotate over. Back to our flat back. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Stretching out the back of that left leg. Come on back up. 1 more time. And relax. Left arm up to the sky. Flat back. Right arm comes up. Core is working hard to keep this back nice and flat. Rotate to open. Rotate flat back. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up. And bring it on back up to standing. Woo! So that's the thing you stole from yoga. So if you don't like it, blame yoga. All right, we're going to come on down and get ourselves situated for a panda time. It is a hard one, panda time. We made it this far. Roll it on back. We're going to bring the knees into the chest for a hug and just relax and check in with ourselves. So what does your body need right now? Do you want to roll out your ankles a little bit? Do you want to bring your knees into your armpits? Do you want to straighten out your legs? Do you want to roll out your hips? Check in with yourself. What do you feel? How do your feet feel? Your ankles, your forearms, your back, your knees, your hips? What do you feel? Just check into it. And what is something that you can do for yourself right now? 1 more deep breath. And relax. We're going to plant the feet and start out with a Pilates 100. So we've got our roundness right here, right now, but we're going to flatten it out. Shoulder blades come down in towards the rib cage. Tightening the core, squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze the pelvic floor. So we're doing work. Doesn't look like much, but we're doing work. Legs come to table. Lift the shoulder blades up. So we're going to keep enough room here for a tennis ball. We're not going to strain the neck. Arms at your sides. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Fill up the rib cage there. Exhale it out. Ready to add more? Triceps. For 5 heartbeats, breathe in. For 5 heartbeats, breathe out. So we've got a long checklist of stuff that we're still working on. Middle back is flat, legs, table, shoulders, lifted, all that good stuff. If you want to add to it, straighten out the legs, rotate them out. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're ready to add to it, lower those legs down. Shoulders lifted, middle back is flat. Two more deep breaths. One more time. Bring the knees back into your chest and relax. Cool. We're going to plant the feet and go for the Pilates 10. Pretty similar setup. We'll have those shoulder blades down in towards your ribcage, flatten out the back, squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your pelvic floor, legs come to tabletop. Lift the shoulder blades up into spinal flexion. So ab work, not neck strain. Hands next to your knees. We start out here, drop the hands, legs go up. That's it. That's the whole thing. Inhale, we'll come back. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. That's it. So you can just focus on the quality of the form and be really precise with it. 4, 3, 2, one more time. And relax. Cool. We're gonna bring those legs up to the sky again. Lift the shoulder blades up, middle back is flat. So same as before. We're gonna take those feet, separate them, legs are straight, cross, and open back up. So it's not just like a casual, really, really dramatically abduct and adduct. So it's abduction when we move away from the midline. It's adduction, like addition, adding to bring together. Open and cross. So this isn't super complicated. So we're able to really focus on the quality of the form, lifting the shoulder blades, middle back flat. Keeping the toes pointed, so we're elongating out the front of the leg. Open and cross. And we're obviously switching which leg is on top each time. Let's say you're like, this is too easy. Let's add to it. Sure enough, we can start lowering down with it. We're going to pay attention to what happens with our hips and what happens to our back. And that's how we're going to know when we've gone too low. So if the hips pop, probably too low. If you lose that form and your lower back starts to arch up off the mat, middle back starts to arch up off the mat, probably going too low. Three, two, one more to each side on top. And relax. Stretch it all the way out. Take a deep breath here. Arms come up to the sky. Head lifts up. Shoulders lift up. Rolling it up. Oh, that's delightful. Flex the feet. Stretch through the back of the leg. Projecting your heart forward. Take another deep breath here. Sit it on to a straight back. We're going to bring one foot in to create a figure four. So one leg is straight, one knee is bent. We're making a forward. Reach up to the sky, inhale, and then we're going to fold straight down. So not towards the foot, just straight down the middle, as though both legs were still straight. Same kind of thing. Reach it straight down. Flexing this foot in front. Take another deep breath here. Bring it on up to sitting. We're going to straighten out the bent leg, bend the straight leg, and make a figure four on the other side. So again, that leg is roughly where it just was. Inhale up to the sky, and then we're going to fold forward as though both legs were straight. So we're not tilting either way, just reaching straight forward. That should give you a lovely stretch through the hamstring. Again, flexing this foot to add to that stretch. Oh, wow. Take a deep breath here. And we're going to bring it on back up to sitting. We're going to come back down for a little bit more core work, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Sound good? So far, you're doing great. You're speeding through it. Everything's fantastic. Right? Tell them we're doing great. Everybody says you're doing great. Okay. Articulating the spine back down. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. All right, we're going to bring the knees into the chest. And we're going to turn our heels together, toes apart. Knees are separated. Lift the shoulder blades up. We're going to do a little Frogger reverse crunch action. So it's going to start with the reverse crunch. That means we lift the butt, and then we're going to extend those legs out straight, heels together. Shoulders are lifted, middle back flat. Reverse crunch, and then sail it on out. Reverse crunch, and extend those legs straight. The heels are together, and you're going to feel the difference between doing it that way versus doing it in a more casual, just legs extend out way. Excuse me. Butt lift and extend. Butt lift and extend. Shoulders are up the whole time. Middle back is fully supported. Little Frogger action. The reverse crunch is where we get a lot of that butt work, get a lot of that core work. And then we're also going to think about how low we extend the legs. The lower you're going, the more work it is for your abs. We're not going to go so low that the hips pop or that you lose the form. You know the stuff that we always think about. Yeah, you're great. 3, 2, one more time, and relax. From here, we're going to be rolling on up. All right, we're going to take it to a tabletop. So we're going to have the fingertips point towards the toes, plant our feet hip width apart, squeeze up to our tabletop. Just relax your head back, squeeze your butt cheeks. The reason we have our fingers pointed towards our toes is that it helps us keep the arms active so we don't lock the elbows. Squeeze the butt cheeks. We're going to take a deep breath up here on our table, and then we're going to lower it on back down. Take a deep breath. So that was level 1. I'm going to keep giving you options to add to it. So again, fingers are going to point towards the toes. It's going to keep us from locking our elbows. Feet are shoulder width apart. Squeeze up to your table. So far, so good. If you're ready to add to it, extend the legs straight. Reverse plank. Shoulders are pulled back away from the ears, and we're squeezing the butt cheeks. This is some core, but it's a lot of butt cheeks. And then obviously we've got the triceps happening here, back in, holding the plank itself. Take another deep breath, and lower it back down. Bring it on back in, take a deep breath. So, I gave you 2 levels already. Ready for your next option? Options are optional. Fingertips point towards the toes. We're going to start out with, of course, the tabletop. We're all together here. Squeeze it up into the tabletop. Bring one knee into your chest, leg up to the sky, and lower it to the same height as the other knee. Up and down. We're going to do 2 more on this side. And then bend that knee back down. Squeeze it back up into your tabletop. Take a breath here. Bring the other knee into your chest, leg up to the sky. And we're going to lower it down so the knees are at the same height. 3, 2, one more time. Trying to hold our beautiful tabletop position this whole time. That's part of the challenge. And then we're going to lower it back down. And again, take a deep breath. We're going back in. Everything that's on the menu so far continues to be on the menu. Make your choices based on how it's going right now. Not necessarily having to add just for the sake of there being more options. Fingertips towards your toes. Feet are shoulder width apart. Squeeze up to your tabletop. We're going to take one leg, extend it out straight. And from here, bring it up. And back down, straight leg. Much bigger range of motion than last time. 2 more. And then we're going to bend that knee, plant it down. Other side, leg goes straight out, lift and lower. Keeping the fingertips towards the toes, actively using the arms for this. Keep squeezing your butt cheeks to hold that tabletop. And relax. Come on back up. One more deep breath. We're going back out one more time to the option of the reverse plank leg pull down. You should probably guess is where we're headed. Everyone was thinking it, I know. All right, come on back up. Fingertips towards the toes. Squeeze it up with the feet shoulder width apart. We're going to start at tabletop. If you're ready, straighten out the legs, reverse plank. Take a deep breath. You ready to add more to it? Lift and lower one leg. 2 more. We're going to lower that leg down and switch legs. 2 more. And we're back in the reverse plank. Squeeze the butt cheeks. Take another deep breath. Lower one down. Fold it forward. Take one more deep breath here. All right. Fantastic, y'all. We're going to do a real quick side series on both sides, and then we're going to finish it up. Y'all are kicking ass. Excuse me. I know. All right. We're going to come on down to our sides. Stack the hips. Feet are going to come up towards the corner. Upper body, you can rest it however you want to. So if you're good here, stay here. You can do this, whatever. The point is, from waist up isn't moving. And to do that, we use our core. To help you, you have this top arm, which you can use as a table. Yeah, you can. All right, so get yourself situated. I'm going to start with this top leg. Feet are about shoulder width apart. We're going to take that leg, kick it up, bend in, trace out. Kick up, bend in, trace out. What your body's going to want to do is take shortcuts. And one of the easiest things to do without thinking about it is to start leaning back so your butt gets closer to the mat. That's going to be the instinct that we're going to resist. So we're going to try to keep those hips stacked. In 5 seconds, we're going to switch directions on this leg. One more time, and we're going the other way. We're going to drag in, kick up, flex the foot, resist down. Drag in, kick up, flex the foot, resist down. Beautiful. So we're using the core here to stay nice and stable. If somebody uses this top arm, that can be helpful. If you don't want to use it, you can just get it out of the way. Just make sure it's not making you lean back. And one more time. So that top leg, you're going to bring the knee forward and the foot forward towards the edge of the mat. And then we're going to lift and lumber. Really make sure you keep that foot and knee forward. So not foot coming back towards the bum. Again, this top arm can help you so you're not rocking and swaying. We want to keep this hip above the other one. It's very easy to start leaning back and not noticing that you're doing it. So that knee and that foot's open and close. So this is some good stuff that will work the leg and hip muscles that we don't always get to target that are really, really helpful for the safety of your knee. So these are the muscles that really help you with rotation and moving side to side without endangering your knee. One more time. And relax. Now we're going to keep the foot where it is here. Flex the foot, push away. Point the toe, bring that knee back into the chest. Flex the foot, push away. Point the toe, bring the knee back into the chest. Upper body's holding still. So if you have noticed that you're rocking or swaying, that's a thing to notice and to adjust. We have 10 more seconds of this, and then we'll do the same thing with the foot going the opposite way. All right, so now we're switching it. So now the toe is pointed into the chest. Flex the foot, push away. Toe pointed into the chest. Flex the foot, push away. How is your butt doing? Just check. Maybe nothing. Maybe you don't feel anything at all. That's fine. But you probably are going to start to feel it up and down. There we go. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, one more time, and that leg is going to go nice and straight. One more thing we're going to do, and that's tap forward and rainbow up and over. Tap forward, rainbow up and over. Hips stay stacked, upper body doesn't move. This is the last one we're doing on this side. Then we're going to stretch out this hip a little bit. We'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Three, 2, one more time, and relax. Take the leg that you just worked, bring it up into your chest, and then we're going to bring the other leg as close in as possible, and we're going to pour it into the teeniest, tiniest little sandwich. And the more you can press in, the more it's going to give you that stretch to the outside of the hip. Squishing yourself into a tiny little sandwich here. Take another deep breath. And release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. It's the exact same thing, so you know you can survive it. You've done it once already. So, coming on down. This cat's going to get real mad real fast. Upper body, nice and stable, however feels comfortable to you. We're going to separate the feet about shoulder width apart, point the toe, kick up, bend, trace out. Kick up, bend, trace out. Upper body hold still. And for this one, we can come up nice and high before we bend and trace out. Nice and high, bend and trace out. One more. And let's go the other way. Drag it in, kick it up nice and high, flex the foot, lower down. Drag it in, kick it up nice and high, flex the foot, lower down. Notice if your body starts to lean you back, so your butt's coming closer to the mat. That is a thing that we will often start doing totally unintentionally, just because it's easier and your body tries to find shortcuts where it's using less energy if it doesn't absolutely need to. One more deep breath. There we go. We're going to separate the feet, bring that knee and that foot forward, open and close. So both the knee and the foot are nice and far forward, and open and close. Using that top arm to keep us from rocking and swaying or falling over. And I'm trying my best to keep this foot forward and not to kick this cat in the head. Open and close. Everything else is going to hold nice and still. I got to keep this foot forward even though I got this cat in the way. And this is the sort of thing where if you have weights, like an ankle weight, you can toss that on and add just a little bit to it, and that would be good. 3, 2, so I got the knee into the chest, I'm going to flex the foot, push it away. Point the toe, bring the knee into the chest. Let's flex the foot, push it away. I'm so sorry. So we're going to bring that knee into the chest and then push away. So we're paying attention to the toe pointing and keeping the knee at the same height all the way through the sequence. Not leaning, not rocking. Wow. And now we're going to switch the feet. So the foot's going to come in flexed and out pointed. In flexed, out pointed. Keep the same height all the way through the sequence, and the more we can bring it forward, it's a lot more work too. Because again, we want to keep the hips stacked, so this is all being targeted to these specific muscles right here. If we start laying back so that our butt cheeks are getting closer to the mat, this becomes more ab work. It becomes a lot more muscles doing this work. One more, and then it's less effective for all of them. All right, that top leg, we're going to tap forward, rainbow up and over. This is the last one we're doing. Rainbow up and over. Upper body holds nice and still. Making that arch. This is another one where you could do this with weights on your ankles, or else you could use a resistance band, and that would add a little bit more intensity to it. Anytime you want to add to an exercise, you can make it longer or more intense, and that's a good way to add it. One more time. And relax. So we're going to take that leg we just worked, bring it into the chest. And then with the other leg, bring that into the chest. And we're going to press ourselves into this tight little sandwich. And you should feel that stretch through the outside of the hip that we just worked. And you're going to press yourself even further into the tiny sandwich. Take one more deep breath here. And relax. And we're going to sit ourselves back down and come back to where we first started. Get yourself seated. And if it feels good to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. We're just going to take a couple incredibly slow, big breaths. So I'm going to close my eyes. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. This one's going to be even slower. Breathing in slow and out through the mouth. And one more time, the slowest one we can muster. All right, when you feel ready for it, go ahead and open your eyes back up, and we'll take our final cleansing breaths and head back into the rest of Thursday. Breathing in gratitude. once again in celebration. Thank you so much for your time and your hard work. Y'all are my favorite part of every day. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, requests, comments, any of that stuff, I highly welcome and encourage that feedback so I can make this the best possible thing for you. Ripley is so grateful for you. Everybody have a phenomenal rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah! Ripley loves you.